What's up, everybody? So, now that we finally hit the big 1K subscriber mark, we're finally getting to be a part of the inner circle of YouTube. Where we now can get sponsorships and brand deals in exchange for promotional videos. So guys, I'm finally proud to announce our first sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Cut the video. If you guys ever see me promoting Raid Shadow Legends after this video, just go ahead and call me a shill, because this game sucks donkey balls. There's no way they would ever work with me anyways after the dump I'm about to take on this game. We've all seen the ads, right? So many prominent YouTubers have done ads for Raid Shadow Legends. Linus Tech Tips, JonTron, the Angry Video Game Nerd.
If you want an epic, dark fantasy done right with over 400 champions to collect and personally customize, then check out Raid Shadow Legends.
And even Mr. Beast.
Are you speaking of Raid Shadow Legends, the most ambitious RPG crossover of 2019? Chris, you have way more time in this game than me. Can you explain to them your favorite champion?
So my favorite champion is the Crimson Helm. She has a 75% chance that allows her to get attacked by 4 random enemies.
This just got me wondering, is this game actually worth it? It's gotten so much hype from all these well-known YouTubers that are just selling this game like it's the next best thing since sliced bread. There's gotta be something good about it for all of these tubers to sell out like this, right? Well, I'm here to tell you guys that I played it, and this game is not just garbage, but the juice at the bottom of a trash bag that's just been left out a little too long? Yeah, this game's more like that. Now, I'm not much of a mobile gamer, which is why I ended up playing Raid Shadow Legends on the PC. The most mobile gaming I've done was Cut the Rope on the iPhone back in the day. You guys remember that game? Getting the candy in the little green dude's mouth, and he's like, ah, man, he was so cute. You want the candy? I'm gonna get it for you. I'm gonna get it for you. So anyway, first things first, to even play this game on PC, you gotta grab the Plarium launcher. And because I'm a little sketched out when it comes to launchers I've never heard of, I decided to look up some reviews on Trustpilot to see if it was safe. And oh god. Every single one of these reviews is filled with things like, the worst of the worst, and do not trust this company, and oh, this is a bad one. There are people fighting with customer support over discounts on packages that the company didn't follow through with. So they are literally scamming their player base for money. In Resident Evil 4, where you're approaching the zombie-infested village and there are signs everywhere warning you to turn around?
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
This is exactly what reading these reviews felt like. But nope, I didn't listen. I downloaded the launcher, installed the game, and booted it up. Okay, first of all, why isn't this in full screen, and why is there no audio? Jesus Christ, we are off to a rough start. Okay, a couple Google searches later, the audio randomly started working, and I got it into full screen. Now we can play the game. Did she just get eaten by a dragon? Oh my god, he just got incinerated. Alright, interesting enough start. Ugh. Why is this taking so long? Well, okay. Well, that was the best part of the game. Thank God, finally. Now I just choose a champion to revive, and away we go. Oh, what is this? Tutorials? Okay, we just gotta click around this for a bit, and finally, we're in our first real fight, and ugh. God, this combat sucks. The game tries to explain this rock, paper, scissors-esque combat system where certain champions have affinities against certain enemies that give them an edge in battle. If you've ever played Fire Emblem, it's pretty much exactly like the whole swords beat lances, lances beat axes, and axes beat swords type weapon triangle. But there's no real point to account for different affinity types when you can literally just put the game on auto, 2 times the speed, and just sit there and go through hordes of monsters as you watch the game play itself. Seriously, there is absolutely no strategy to the battles here. You may argue that's just because I'm at the start of the game, but I got to the 3rd campaign mission with the game on auto and I didn't have to do a single thing. The only time I actually died was when I tried a dungeon, but all I had to do was change out my equipment, level up my champions a bit, and come back and steamroll it, no strategy required. Now, this is true of most turn-based RPGs. You're going to have to level up your characters and upgrade your gear to get past some tough bosses. But in good RPGs, it's not just about the level of your characters or how good your gear is. The choices you make during battle, like when to defend on a certain turn, or whether you should take a turn to heal a certain character, are crucial in order to get through some of those tough fights. And that is not true of Raid Shadow Legends at all. The only thing required of you in Raid Shadow Legends is your money. So let's get into the specifics of that for a bit. First of all, you have to pay silver, the in-game currency, to change out your character's equipment. That is the most basic function of any RPG, and you're going to make that require currency. What if you equip the wrong thing on accident and then want to change it out? Ugh, that's obnoxious. But I'm just getting started here. Second of all, even though the game can play itself, eventually you will encounter content that requires you to upgrade your gear or level up your champions. Both of these things require, you guessed it, more silver. Not to mention, there's a chance that you can fail when attempting to upgrade your gear, resulting in multiple attempts to try to get that upgrade, and with each attempted upgrade you just lose more and more silver. Leveling up champions is even more ridiculous. You can sacrifice other champions to boost their level, and that alone is going to cost you more silver. But if any of those champions have equipment on them, you better be ready to cough up some serious silver. Otherwise, you lose all of that equipment. Now, you may be thinking, it's not so bad that all this stuff requires the in-game currency, but when the game is asking for silver for literally anything you do, eventually you're going to run out, and then you will be forced to pay for more. If that wasn't bad enough, the game is constantly bombarding you with microtransactions. Oh, you want some more gems? Dude, I don't even know what those do. We'll just pay $49.99. You can have as many as you want. Guys, I just started playing the game. Can I play the game? I had a microtransaction thrown in my face in the first 12 minutes of me booting up the game. That is not an exaggeration. I actually timed it. If Raid is already slapping me in the face with a $50 microtransaction from the very beginning of the game, I think you know exactly what these developers are going for, even without me explaining all of its systems designed to get you to spend more money. It's no wonder they were able to get all these YouTubers to sell out. They're making bank off of squeezing money out of their player base. If the microtransactions being shoved down my throat weren't bad enough, the load times in this game are unreal. My PC specs are nothing to scoff at, but for some reason it was struggling to get through some of Raid Shadow Legends loading screens. Just look at this right now. I'm literally just trying to equip some armor on my guy, and it's just sitting there looking like I asked the game to mine some freaking Bitcoin. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I would just sit there and get sketched out wondering what else the game is doing behind the scenes. At least the game is pretty much fully voice acted. Then again though, I don't know why the voice acting sometimes sounds like some random dude in a classroom learning to read for the first time.
Having overcome the castle guard, the company leader called to mind, was the king's warring folly prompted by the will of the Lord of Darkness?
Honestly, this game just left me with so many questions. Why is there a loading screen before the actual loading screen? Why is there a weapon triangle when I can just press auto and watch the game play itself? Why is the campaign just a series of battling the same recycled enemies over and over? Why do these microtransactions continue to pop into my face to no end? Why does it cost me to change out my equipment? Why are all these popular YouTubers sitting here telling me this game is actually good?
Oh God, just please make it stop.
Make it stop! So that's Raid Shadow Legends. Please, God, stay far away from this game. The only reason other YouTubers are promoting this game is for the money, and that sucks to say. There are so many other games that you could be playing that are much more enjoyable and actually respect the time you put in. Now that we've put that hatchet to rest... Wait a minute. No, Raid, wait. I was just kidding. This whole video's a joke. Please, I need the money! Also, guys, like, subscribe, or the next video is being sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.